YouTube, what's good, guys? All right, so check it out, man. I'm about to start playing this video real quick. These are my first few Madden games. All right, so we're going to do a breakdown. You know, subscribe, like, smash the like button. Follow me on Instagram. It's right down below my face cam. But let's hop into it, man. Let's just hop into it today. All right, so I'm in spread, and then boom, nice little double juke to the outside, man. Absolutely, just great awareness. Great awareness to understand that I have time to do the double juke. Get to the outside, man, especially Swift being pretty fast. Now, this right here, I'm in the substitution screen, so I'm subbing in outside linebackers at defensive end because I am going against Lamar Jackson, okay? So this right here is the substitution screen. Needs to be your best friend in Madden 24. In every Madden, that substitution screen needs to be your best friend because of that right there, right? If I have a defensive end there, it's just not going to work. So you got to have an outside linebacker who's fast, who can get up there, stuff like that. I want to break this down real quick. Just watch my user, okay? Watch my user on this one. That was my responsibility, and I didn't commit to it. I didn't follow through. That's a big no-no. Make sure you follow through. All right, but this year's Madden is going to be a lot of running, man. A lot of running, a lot of stuff like that. I'm taking the running back. And I'm just testing out 3-3. I already have defense right now. And the 3-3, man, is just absolutely, it's excellent, man. Especially if you have a team like the Eagles. You know, you get a team like the Browns. The Browns have two edge threats on the defensive line. So, you know, right here, kind of playing like a hybrid. I'm putting my guy in a zone. The reason I'm putting my guy in a zone is because I know he's passing. All right, I know he's passing. I'm putting him in a zone because when you have your user in a zone, you get better interception animation, so you have a higher chance to pick the ball off. All right, I'm using McCollum. McCollum is an absolute steal for the Eagles, man. He's my user. 90 change of direction. He catches a lot of picks for me. So he is running trips to the short side, which is that's nice pick by me. Now, there are a few things, okay? First of all, he's running trips. Well, I guess it's not short side, but technically it is short side. But he is running trips to the right side, or he has his trips to the right side, but Lamar Jackson is right-handed. So in this situation, it would be best to run trips to the left because of the rollout. You know, if you find a way, maybe you motion your running back over here, you double team Reddick, and you roll out with Lamar Jackson, okay? That would be more ideal for fourth down, all right, rather than just kind of staying in the pocket. The pocket hasn't worked the first couple times, and he's still trying the pocket. I would attempt a rollout or something like that. But there's a way he can get past it. My defense is if he motions over the running back, double teams Reddick, he has a better chance to roll out, all right? So that's one of the things I see. Just from breaking that down, right? And then as you see, another thing right here is it's 4th and 18. I should have had, now I caught the pick, but I should have swatted the ball, okay? This is something that I'll talk about in future videos, but in a situation like this, it's best to change your defensive play, ball in air play, right? So when the ball's in air, you want to switch that to, instead of play ball, you want to switch it to swat ball. That way, your defense tries to swat the ball, okay? And if they're successful, instead of picking it off right here at the 50, I just take over at like the 25, which would be more ideal, right? So you want to be smart with how you do things. But anyways, enough for that little breakdown. But yeah, guys, the Jets playbook, right? I have tight doubles. I was talking about that tight doubles, the tight scheme, single back tight doubles to tight doubles. Okay, that, and he ended up quitting. But that, for some reason, that scheme, you know, they got rid of tight doubles right after I posted the video. Okay, so I'm working on a scheme. Need you guys to be patient with me, okay? This is, it's hard because this is just a part-time job. I got a million other things going on. So I'm going to try to get that scheme out for you guys, the tight double scheme, right? I will find a tight scheme, a tight double, some sort of double scheme that you guys can run. It'll be a good scheme. And so Yeah, just need you guys to kind of bear with me, be a little bit patient. But yeah, I am running spread this year. At this point in time that I'm recording the video, I'm just labbing. Okay, this is a time to lab. These are not my set plays. I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to do. So far, I've only played with the Eagles, and I've been killing it. I think. Right now I'm like 22-6. I have like 3 disconnects. So I'd really 22-3 so far. And I've only used the Eagles. I mean, I'm just killing it with the Eagles. The rollout is absolutely phenomenal this year. And a lot of people don't have defense. Now, as you'll see in future videos, I have amazing defense. I've already found the defense for this year. And that will be in the ebook. I'm working on the ebook. Okay, the offensive ebook and the defensive ebook. Now, the reason I streak Goddard right here is because I see this linebacker. Okay, this is a linebacker. The reason, right? This is a linebacker. I can tell by the size and the way he's standing. Okay, so this is a linebacker on Goddard. Now, the reason I streak him is because he's at that angle. So Goddard is going to get to the outside. Okay, it's really just, it's the little things, right? He's going to break off, and then I know it's a touchdown. Okay, so whenever that linebacker is standing kind of at an angle and you have a tight end or you have somebody with good release, they're just going to break to the outside. Okay. And so I'm just kind of testing out. At this point, I didn't have defense. I did not have defense. This was my first few games of Madden. So I didn't have defense. I'm just kind of labbing. I'm actually running, I believe I'm running dime right here. I knew he was going to pass here, and for some reason, I didn't get an animation, which was interesting. And I think it's because I blitzed my user. So it's very important to know when to blitz your user and when not to. If he has a 5 wide, you know, or empty trips or any sort of empty set, it's probably best to have your guy in the zone. That way you can animate, which is what I did last time, and that's how I got that pick last time. Right? So that's just one of the things to keep in mind. And also my angle, okay? My angle was pretty bad on that one. But nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, I'm trying to test out 3 defensive end sets, like 3 defensive lineman sets and 4 defensive lineman sets. I don't think 4 defensive lineman sets is the move. And then this is another thing. Like I said, they're trying to nerf high balls, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to get the teleport, right? That's Bradbury, right? Boom. So you're going to get that teleport. He's going to teleport onto him. That's what they put into the game. So you have to be careful with deep balls. Right? Boom. Nice defense, right? You got to click on, catch that. In this year's Madden, you can actually click on, which is really cool. You know what I mean? You can actually click on and make plays better than last year. Last year, if you clicked on, GG's, it's a touchdown, right? And this is just excellent awareness by me. Excellent pocket on this one. I'm really going to try not to pause it too much. But, right, I see everybody coming in. This is why rushing 4 or 5 is just not the move this year. If you're in all Madden on MUT, then possibly, you know, that would be the move. But if you're on regs, all pro, do not rush more than 4. I mean, honestly, it's just a huge L. You're at a huge disadvantage because all I have to do, this is just excellent pocket. I'm stepping up into the pocket and then I'm running, right, with Hurts and fall down, right? Don't take that hit. Just end up falling down, right? This is a good play right here, right? So I subbed out, I forget his name, but I'm putting Devin Allen in the game. So I've been playing with Devin Allen. The reason being is he's 95 speed. So he's a huge steal for the Eagles. Okay, so I have the post with the zig route, right? A.J. Brown, okay, he gets wide receiver apprentice. So I realized this later on, but I should never have A.J. Brown in the slot. And the reason being is because I can put him on whatever route I want. So if anything, it'd be smarter to have Watkins on this post. That way I have 97 speed, 95. I mean, the Eagles are just stacked. You'll see it here in future videos. just how I play with the Eagles. It's just I mean, nobody can guard me. It's unbelievable because I have the running threat with Hurts. I have 97 speed, 95 speed. I mean, I have so many. This is what I'm talking about. It's a running year. I've changed my game plan 100%. It's not sit back and bunch or sit back and tight. It's as soon as I see an opening, I'm fucking gone, man. I'm taking off. And as soon as I see this right here, all this congested, this is what I do is I always look at the line first, and then I'll make my decision on what's in. I never look downfield unless I see something on defense. Like I see that linebacker that was on Goddard. I saw that, so I already knew it was a touchdown. But, as soon as I snap the ball, I'm looking at the O-line. And the reason I look at the O-line is I'm looking where to step up into the pocket. That's just a personal preference. I always look at the O-line. I always try to see where do I step, and then I'll look downfield. Because if I get an insta-shed, I need to get rid of the ball. So that's just my personal preference. I like looking at the line first. As soon as I saw this, I fucking took off. That's just how fast you got to be. You got to be really fast with... You have to have really fast reaction times in this Madden. Also, like I said, I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm trying to give you guys the beans. And then that was just excellent defense. Like I said, my defense is just cracked this year, man. But the no huddle, as you'll see, is just broken. It's so fast. Hopefully they patch it because you can no huddle the shit out of people this year. They may not patch it because they'll need something to patch next year. Right, like the scoreboard, it's a shitty scoreboard, so they're gonna change the scoreboard next year. So they make something worse this year to make it better next year. They just do the same shit every year. Of course, you guys already know that, right? 1st and 10, right? This is a blowout, 22-0, right? And what I was testing here, I do remember running this play, is I try to have Goddard on a flat. You can't really motion snap that in this Madden, okay? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to motion snap this flat. I'm trying to test out motion flats. I have Devin Allen on the streak. He has outside leverage, right? And you guys may not think that this is something. This right here is absolutely huge. It's so important. Noticing that Allen has the outside leverage because all I have to do is buy time and I can heave it deep with the free form and just free form forward, right? Or just lob it forward. But this is so important, man. I just don't think you guys understand because look at this. This is the mismatch already just because of this guy's outside, his inside leverage. Allen has outside leverage. This is a free touchdown versus this right here. He's right on top of him. So these are just some things that you guys need to look for online, right? Like I said, I had Allen. If I didn't roll out, I probably would have had Allen, right? And so I rolled out anyways, and I hit Brown, right? But man, I'm just freaking unstoppable with the Eagles, man. So thus far, I'm just like extremely, man, I am unstoppable. I went ahead and just took my 3, right? But the Eagles they are a threat in every way. I can scramble with Hurts. I have the deep threat. Now, Gunslinger is really nerfed too, which is interesting. Gunslinger is not as OP as you may think. And then that right there is just excellent stick work. This is something you guys need to understand, man, is where's the missing zone? Okay. So this is my area, the hook curl, the hook curl, okay? So I have everybody in their zones, right? If I'm going to use this guy, I need to cover that zone. I feel like a lot of you guys don't understand that. It's very simple, but I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Is this right here is my zone. So I need to stay in my zone unless I see something that I need to go and cover, right? So what I'm doing right here is standing in my zone and I'm baiting. Right? So I'm baiting him and then I come back for it. Boom. That's just excellent user. That's just experience. It just comes down to experience. I figured he'd throw it. And so that was a blowout. Now this one is a hell game. This one is a hell game. Mahomes is... The Chiefs are really hard to stop, man. And the reason the Chiefs are hard to stop... I can't even speak right now, man. But the reason the Chiefs are so hard to stop is because Mahomes has a hot route master. And at the time, I didn't I'm pretty sure he has hot route master. At the time, I was not aware. So by playing the Chiefs, I was like, how is this guy making all these hot routes, getting open? And it was because he has hot route master, and I just had no idea. So... Right? The Chiefs and the Eagles, man. The Chiefs and the Eagles, if you're a runner, I want you to watch something here. I want you to watch my user. Right? As soon as... that is phenomenal user. Don't ever come down for... You never want to come down and try to sack the QB when you're already covering a route. So as soon... Right? I'm staying in the middle. As soon as I see this, I know it's an in route. So I'm going to follow the in route. And I would rather give it up. I would rather risk having this guy come down. Whenever you see somebody starting to sprint, what you can do is you can spam this button right here. Right? You just spam it. Just keep tapping it over and over. Just spam it. Sometime what that does is it'll have the nearest defensive player shoot down. Okay, so kind of just, clicking in a blitz is what you could say. But I'm following the slant route. And the reason being is because he could still pass it. Like if I were to come down, he would pass it up here, and then it would be just to beat one guy, and then, you know what I mean? So you got to be smart with how you do things. It's first quarter. I don't need to be too aggressive, right? And I'm still labbing defense at this point, so I don't need to give up anything big. I've already found my offense, and I've already found my defense, and I'm working on my ebooks, right? So I'll let you guys know. That's just why Mahomes is too good, man. He's just too good. He can make on-the-throw runs, stuff like that. Yeah, ebooks are going to be legit, man. My defense, I cannot wait I just can't wait to show you guys the defensive ebook. It's so glitchy. I've made so many plays. I've won so many games because of my defense. I have excellent defense this year. Now, you can't stop everything. And this was just an excellent user sack, right? So I'm shooting in here, which was a great shoot. That's a great user shoot. And then what I'm doing is I'm because I see the right side, right? I know he's going to roll out right. So what I'm doing is I'm flicking the right stick to the right so I can get off the running back. And then I just made a great play. But yeah, the ebooks will be, they will be $20, right? I'm trying to make, and I got to show you this right here. I wasn't expecting this. I actually underestimated this guy. Q Moneybag. I really underestimated him in the first quarter, but I just didn't think he would figure to throw to the outside shoulder, and he throws to the outside shoulder. That's just excellent. Shout out to that guy, man. If he sees this video, he probably won't, but it's just excellent freeform by that guy. And then right there, I don't know what that was, but from that first drive, I was like, okay, this guy got game. Whop! Boom. I almost had him. But yeah, like I was saying, right, the ebooks. Right, the ebooks are going to be 20 a piece. Offense, I'm going to have a trips ebook. I'm going to have my personal competitive ebook. That one will be 20. And I'm going to show you all of my plays and how I play the game. And then also in my ebooks, I'm going to go over what I'm doing now. I'm going to show you a breakdown. So not only in my ebooks, they're not out yet, right? I need a few more. I need maybe 2 weeks or so. And this guy is running 6-1, right? He is running 6-1, which is something to keep an eye out for. Now, I said blitzing is not the move. Now it's not the move, but this was my first few games, so I was kind of getting bagged, honestly, by this right here. But this guy had great defense, but he was just staying in 6-1. Yeah, so the ebooks, right? I forget what I was saying. But yeah, I have my competitive ebook. So I'll go over the plays. I'll show you the plays. And then what I'll do is I will also include in the ebook video, I will include a breakdown, a game breakdown, okay? So it's going to be an amazing ebook. It's going to be totally worth your money. Also, I've never charged money on YouTube. This is the first year I'm charging for ebooks, but I'm gonna still give out free ebooks. So I'm still gonna give out free ebooks this year, but my competitive ones, the best ones, I'm gonna charge for them because I need to start making this like a business, man. I really haven't made much being on YouTube 3 years. I've been on YouTube 3 years now, and I've just been building the community first. Which is what that's what you want to do, right? You want to build your following, and then, I don't want to start off with 0 subscribers and then charge you guys an ebook, $20. It's just not very trustworthy. But I promise you guys you'll love the ebook, man. The ebook's absolutely phenomenal, and I've given you guys 3 years of free content, so I think it's about time to start charging. And because I wouldn't say I've mastered the game. That may be pushing it, but I've gotten pretty close to, I can compete at the highest level in Madden, right? And this right here, this was just an excellent read. I mean, this guy, he had game. I just got to give this guy credit, respect game. Something that I want to talk about, I was ranting about the ebook or talking too much about the ebook, but whenever he goes for 2 right here, you never want to go for 2. It's only second quarter. Why in God's name would I ever go for 2 right here? You never want to go for 2 and try to match head to head. That's just not something you want to do. It's not smart. That's not something you want to do. You got to have the confidence in yourself to say, hey, I know he's going for 2 early, but I'm going to take my free point, right? You never, ever want to just go for 2 and just constantly go for 2 and go for 2, right? Now, if he gets 3 in a row, if he gets 3 2-point conversions in a row, and now it's like 28-14, then maybe you can consider going for 2. But if he just scored once and then goes for 2, you never want to match him, score, and then try to go for 2 yourself. You just take your free point, right? We still have the whole entire game left, but then it just comes down to confidence and experience, right? Boom, nice little hits it outside. This was actually great user by him. I want to go over this again, but I had Goddard open on the zig and I didn't take it, right? He's not pressing coverage. He's a smart guy. He knows the Eagles have deep threats. He's not pressing coverage right here. And this is just excellent user by him. Boom. And he latches on and knocks it out. But this guy definitely had game. So I'm just giving this guy credit. This is one of the toughest games I've played this year so far, right? I'm starting to get bagged. Got a minute left. He calls a timeout. That is an excellent timeout. So this guy, he's playing good, right? I hit him with the screen, right? I hit him with the little screen and just try to, pick up yards. 10 yards was all I wanted, and I got my 10 yards, man. So time is running out. Smart move by him to not call a timeout right here, right? The reason you don't want to call a timeout in this situation is because you don't want to give me time. Let's look at it from his perspective. He's not calling a timeout right here, and that's actually very smart because he doesn't want to give me time to an extra 40 seconds to think about, okay, cool, what am I going to do? Okay, I see this on defense. It's okay, cool. I either got to make a choice. Either I'm got to move the ball and pass it, or I got to do something here. And so it's just a great choice, great decision by him. I made an amazing offensive play. That's a great play. Nice throw by Hurts. But I think that was the right call. That was definitely the right call on his part to not call timeout right there. So just situational awareness is all it comes down to, right? I free form. Just, oh my God, that's just such a sick not free form, playmaker. That's what I meant, right? But I see the running back right here. Boom. I playmaker the receiver to the right, and then I throw it. Man, it's just high level Madden. You guys have no idea. It's just such a good play. Such a good play, man. Right? He's back right here. Running 6-1. I make a quick read. That's the only problem with this defense. I was really struggling because I had to make quick reads. And I haven't figured out the game quite yet. But I have Watkins on a drag. I figured the drag would get open. And then, boom. He almost picked that off, man. Almost picked that off. And then as soon as I see the congested area, right, roll out with Hurts, man. Hurts is such a threat. I think people take Hurts for granted in this game. From what I've seen, people have taken Jalen Hurts for granted. You know what I mean? They're used to Lamar rolling out. They're used to Josh Allen. They're not really expecting it from Hurts, so it's actually really nice. I can usually get away with it. But starting the third quarter, right, I scored. So even though he went for 2, now it's 14-14. This is why you don't try to keep you don't try to stay up. You don't try to keep one up on each other. Because either way, I can tie the game up. That's the last of my worries. Is him if he goes for 2, cool. Who gives a shit, right? It doesn't matter. Boom. Nice little juke to the outside. And so, just taking it easy. You know what I mean? He's not pressing. If he presses, it's a free touchdown, right? And then I hit him with the little jet sweep. I tried to hit him with the jet sweep to Watkins. Boom. Watkins is, 97 speed. That's hard to beat. Like I said, I'm staying in the spread. Now, what I do like doing this year is I love having the running back out on a route, man. The running back is so lethal this year. If I waited, I would have had A.J. Brown. As you see here, I don't think I saw it because I only look at the line and then I saw this opening, so I took it, right? As you see, I took it. But if I would have waited, then I could hit A.J. Brown right here in the middle, probably free form right here, and it would have been a touchdown. But nonetheless, regardless, I still made a great play. Still had still got yards, just taking it easy. RPO, this is just excellent stick work. I was tapping the L2, so boom, right here, right? Boom, nice little hard cut. And I ended up, because of that hard cut, I got an extra, 5 yards. The stick work stick work's really actually pretty hard this year. Right? And then right here, I'm just trying to kill time. I am running the ball a lot this year. That's another thing too, is I'm running the ball a lot more than usual. Last year, all I did was pass the ball every single play. This year, I'm actually trying to win games, so I'm running the ball. So I'm playing very, last year, I just played to play. Like, I was just wanting to improve my passing, so I passed almost every play. And this year's Madden, I'm playing as if I'm playing for money. So I'm playing very competitively. Like, if I'm up 21, there's 3 minutes left, I'm running the ball. Right? And, you guys can say what you want, but I'm trying to go for one of my best records this year, so I'm taking this game very serious this year. That's another, latch on. You'll see a lot of that teleporting stuff if you try to just lob it up like that. Right? You can't just fucking shit on people this year. This play right here, this play right here, right? I know something's coming. Obviously I know he's passing. And so it was the pick between these, and I already knew he was matched up, so I had to go for the tight end. I just had to. If he lobbed it, he probably would have had Kelsey. If he freeform lobbed, forward. But nonetheless, that's just a great read by him. Great fast read by him. As you see, this guy's good. He's giving me a lot of problems. Right? And this Tony guy is he's good. He's good in this Madden. He runs good routes. He's fast. That Tony guy's good, man. And as you see, he's no huddling the shit out of me, man. Like, right? He's trying to score before the 2 minute. That would be ideal. And then boom, I can barely make adjustments off, and he's already snapping the ball. Luckily, we get the pressure in there. And I'm running DB blitz at a dime. Okay, and I'm running baseline. Now I'm going into the last year's meta, running DB fire at this point right here, right? And I'm taking the slot. It's just excellent, right? Had Slay in the slot. Slay will get there, man. What I should have done, as you'll see here, is I noticed Slay was in the slot, so I ended up making some sort of substitutions, right? You never want your best corner to be on DB fire. You never want your best corner to be blitzing in the slot, because then all his abilities are useless. So I'm putting my fastest guys and just no-name guys with no abilities in here in the slot, and then I have Slay put him on the outside. It'd be a difficult read, and a not that smart of a read to throw it up Slay's area, right? Unless you really know what you're doing. But what are my adjustments right here? Yeah, so he motions over the Tony, so I end up manning him up. I think that's a good adjustment. I end up taking him, and he's still, you know, he has a streak route. He knows it's DB fire, so I'm like, all right, cool. We got a minute left. Let's just keep the pressure, right? I can barely get a play set up, and the quick hiking is just crazy, right? I wonder if he called a timeout right here. Okay, so he called a timeout right here. I don't think that's the right call. I don't think you call a timeout right here. Yeah. I don't think you call a timeout right here. Yeah, I don't think that's the move. I'm trying to think, and yeah, I just don't think you call timeout right there, because you need your timeouts. You need your timeouts, because then you would have 3 to get at least 1 stop on defense. I just don't think that's the move to call a timeout right there. But he runs the ball. He could have still had time moving. He could have chewed clock in the wrong, because what you want right here is you want this to be your last possession. You want to be the last person to score, and you want to go for 2 for the win, okay? You don't want to take it into overtime. You want to go for, and this year's Madden especially, it's so easy to just score a 2-point conversion. You want the last possession, and you want to go for 2 right here, okay? So what I would have done if I was him is I would have put chew clock at the screen right before I pick a play. I would have hit chew clock. I would have picked a play and had that clock run down. Right? And then maybe once the clock runs down, then you can call a timeout. So that's what I would have done, rather than just call a timeout right there. I just don't, because I have 3 timeouts. I just don't think that was a move. If I'm smart, I call a timeout right here on my part. If I'm smart. Yeah, okay, cool. So I called a timeout, yeah. Which was the smartest thing to do in this situation. So this is very just controlling the game, controlling the clock. If I was in his position, I would have put chew clock on, pick a play, run that clock all the way the fuck down, right? That way he gives me less time, and then he could call a timeout at 20 seconds rather than 50 seconds, right? He called a timeout with 50 seconds left. That's just not it. So he throws it right here. It should have been picked. I don't know what that was, but that slants, I shaded inside. That's another thing that's going to be in the ebooks is the okay. So the defensive ebook I found, right? I already have my defense for the rest of the year. I already found it. But the shading will only be exclusive to defense, or to the ebook. So I'm going to teach you how to shade, when to shade, shading outside, shading inside. Those will only be exclusive to the ebook, right? Now, in this situation, I am telling you already, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm shading inside right here because I know it's an inside route, so I'm shading inside. If you don't know what shading is, you're going to want to get the ebook because it makes all the difference on defense, right? Now, I left the tight end open, and as you see here, I'm taking the running back. That right there, that was a free pick, and I don't know what that was. Right? It's 4th and goal, right? This is the problem with him calling a timeout. So, with so much time left, is it's already 4th down. He has to make a play. There's no ifs, and, or buts about it. That's it. This is it. So he shot himself in the foot. But that one timeout is the reason he lost the game, is because of that bad decision to call a timeout. That was a bad decision. So you have 38 seconds left. You know what I mean? 38 seconds left. Boom. Right? Maddox is a beast, man. He got in there. I shaded inside again. That's GG's. If he had his timeouts left, he could have stopped me once more. So That's the only reason this guy probably lost the game, is because he just bad clock management. And that's, you know, that's just how much of a difference it makes. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, guys, this was just a little breakdown video. So hopefully you enjoyed it. But yeah, y'all hit me up, man. Hit me up on Instagram. A few of you have hit me up on Instagram. Hit me with a follow. Thanks, man. Just give me time. Let me get back to you. Yeah, man, you guys kill it out there. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace out.